Chelsea with Baron Bees Creations, and today I'm doing a market at a bin store. At a bin store. This is my first market in Virginia, but technically I'm in Tennessee right now because we're right on the edge. But we'll see how this goes. There are 2 other vendors here, and one of them's crochet, but she has different things than me. So I'm hoping we all do well. We will see how it goes. So come along with me and see how it goes. Okay, guys, we've been open for an hour and a half, and I haven't made any sales yet. And it's freezing in this warehouse because they don't have any heat in here, so I'm freezing. And I'm trying to keep the girls warm because I have the girls with me. And but I forgot to state that it's November 1st today, and we are at a warehouse bin store selling stuff, and we haven't made any sales, and it's cold in here, so hopefully sales pick up, and hopefully if the day gets warmer and it heats the warehouse up a little bit because it's cold. But that's my update for the hour. Well, a little over an hour, so I will get back to you guys next time on my next update. Bye. Hey guys, it's 10:20 and I still haven't made any sales and I'm still cold. I'm thinking that I might pack up early because it's just too cold here for the baby, and even with blankets and stuff, it's still cold. Even with blankets, it's still cold. So I think I might pack up early. The event ends at 2 and it's almost 11, and I'm thinking about packing up at 11. But I'll let you guys know. Bye. Hey guys. It's 11:14 and I just made my first sale of a loaf cat for $18, but I am packing up because this is just ridiculous. So I'm packing up currently now and I'll be done. Alright, bye guys. Hey guys, it's later in the day and I've gotten to my comfy clothes, and I just want to give you a recap of the markets. So I paid $40 to be at this market, which was at a warehouse, and it was a bin store. And if you're not familiar with what a bin store is, it's where they take Amazon pallets, return pallets, or just Amazon pallets that they buy, and then they put in bins and they price them for like $5, $10, $15, whatever they want to price them for. And people come and dig through the bins and buy those items for $5 or whatever is on the box. And that's what a bin store is. So we were at a warehouse and the bin store was in the warehouse. So there were customers shopping at the bins, and then we were on like the outskirts of the bins, so people could shop at the vendors too. Well, I paid $40 to be there, and the event was from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock, and I was there at 6:30 in the morning to set up. Needless to say, I was up at 5 o'clock that morning to get me and my kids ready so that I could go to the warehouse and be there at 6:30, because it was a half an hour drive for me, and I had to stop and get changed because I tried to get changed the night before and all the ATMs were down. So I had to get changed that morning because I totally forgot about this event. I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot about this event until the lady texted me and was like, we're gonna set up Friday night if you want to, or you can set up Saturday morning. And that's when it reminded me that I had an event that I totally forgot about. So luckily I had the inventory, and I went to the event, and it was awful. It was cold in the warehouse. They had no heating, which I've complained about in the other parts of this video, but I'm gonna keep complaining about it because if I had known that there was no heat, I would not have come, and I definitely wouldn't have brought my kids, because it was 47 for the day, and it was just as cold inside. Actually, when I left, it was warmer outside than it was inside the building. Like, as soon as I walked outside, I was like, oh yeah, it's much warmer outside than it is inside this warehouse. So I left early, which I never do. This is the first time actually that I've left an event early because it was so awful. Other than I packed up an hour early for one other event, but the director told me that I could. This time I didn't ask. I just told him I was leaving, and packed my stuff up because it was just too cold. There was not a lot of traffic coming through. There was another crocheter there. Out of 3 vendors, 2 of us were crocheters. So we were fighting for sales. Even though we sold different things, we were still competing against each other for sales because people were like, ooh, a crochet booth. And then you see another one going, oh, another crochet booth. And they'd buy at one or the other. But they wouldn't buy at both. So there was that. So I just packed up and left, and I probably won't come back. She has this sale once a month. She said on like the first Saturday of the month, and I don't think I'll be back because it was cold, and she let in 2 of the same kind of business, and there was only 3 of us. And I'm just not going to do it again because it was not a very good experience. I had to bring my kids with me because my husband was busy that morning. So I brought the 2 youngest kids with me, and the oldest one stayed with his dad. And it was just too cold for them. It was too cold for me. I was freezing. I had a cardigan on because I thought, oh, indoors means that it will be warm, and they have electricity in the building. So I was like, oh, it'll be warm. No, it was not warm. Everybody was freezing. They were cuddling up in blankets that they bought from the bin store because they were cold, and I was trying to keep my baby warm because I brought the baby with me, and it was just a lot. It was just too much for one market for $40. And I made one sale in the 3 hours that I was there for $18, and that was at the end for one of my loaf cats. But I didn't make any more than that. And people were going to the other crochet booth and looking at their stuff and buying their stuff instead because she had more like dog type plushies, and I have more animal type plushies, and they were buying the dolls instead because her booth was also right next to checkout. So she had the opportune spot. Like, hers was right next to checkout, so you had to get in line next to the checkout, and you'd be lined up right next to her booth, so you'd see her stuff. And that's how she was getting a lot of her sales, as people were going to check out and seeing her booth and checking out her booth while they were in line waiting, and then making purchases from her when I was in the corner, so I wasn't getting the flow of traffic that way. So I gave up and I went home, and like I said, I probably will not be doing this event again. It was a waste of my $40. It was a waste of my time. I had to get my kids up early to go to this event on a Saturday when I could have let them sleep, because it was just a waste completely. So that's all. Thanks for watching, my guys. Bye, honey buns.